Pavlodar orphans complain about being humiliated by the director of their foster home. Children say they do not get enough food and are frequently beaten. Find out more from the next report.
Pavlodar orphans complain about the director of the local foster home. According to the children, they are being tortured and not provided with food.
We were leaving to school hungry, and the director said that there was no money to feed us at school as well.
The children say that they have no clothes or shoes. They have to wear sneakers in 40-degree colds.
She humiliates and insults us and even threatens that she will not give us clothes.
The former assistant to the director confirms the words of the children. She says the director illegally fired 15 experienced employees, and now teachers and children appeal to the prosecutor's office and regional governor.
The director simply conducts genocide through threats and child beating. Recently there was a case when a girl wrote a letter to the governor's blog, and the director called the girl to the office and threatened to kill her.
The foster home director, Bibi Gulkarimova, denies all accusations and says that everything is well in her institution. Apparently she did not fire any of the teachers and never beaten the children. Never in my life have I done something like that. I worked as the shelter director for 2 years, and 40 orphans from there are my own children. Bibi Gulkarimova assumed the position 5 months ago. She says that former workers of the foster home are conspiring against her. Meanwhile, the action was signed by 33 orphans and sent to the political party Nurotan. The regional prosecutor's office is already inspecting the institution.
Public Association Arruhak is charged with holding an unsanctioned rally. On March 11th, the activists of the Public Association attempted to find out who among the country's politicians can fit the role of the spiritual leader of the nation.
The action took place near the monument to Mahatma Gandhi, and the authorities decided punishing public activists for free thinking. The fund chair, Bahadjan Torigozhina, was fined by $380, but she refused to pay it, saying that she had the permit of the city administration. It seems that officials didn't like the fact that none of current Kazakh politicians, including the president's daughter Tariga Nazarbayeva and the head of state's son-in-law Timur Kulibayev, fit the role of the spiritual leader.
Nobody approached us and said that the demonstration was illegal, even the prosecutor. They all stood afar and observed the event in silence.
The trial on the case of Serik Turjanov will now be held behind closed doors. Attorney Venera Nurgalieva and her client opposed the public hearing, saying some media coverage of the process is biased.
Yasil District Court of Astana continues the listening to the witness testimonies on the case of Serik Turjanov. According to attorney Venera Nurgalieva, within the next few days, testimonial evidence will be recorded on the case of the national company Kazkosmos, formerly chaired by Turjanov. The actual hearing on the case will start only the next week. On Tuesday, the judge was supposed to interrogate the witness of the defense. However, the representative of the defendant didn't attend the courtroom, and the process was postponed.
Something old and something new. Kazakh political party Ruhaniyat announced the change of its course. From now on, the organization plans to deal exclusively with environmental issues.
A political outsider, Party Ruhaniyat is apparently thinking about the soul ecology, which is what the party calls its new program. The leadership of the organization has been changed, as well as Altynshah Shaganov was replaced with Serikjan Mambetalin. The businessman has long lived abroad and never had time to participate in the political life of Kazakhstan. Nevertheless, he says that he is devoted to the environmental ideas and has enough means to prove it.
I have friends who care about the environment in Kazakhstan and want to contribute to the cause. Therefore, they act as sponsors and benefactors in our endeavors.
Interestingly, Ruhaniyat party members did not invite representatives of other environmental organizations to their meeting. Nurjan Oshanbekov, the assistant to the head of the oldest ecological union of the country, wonders why he and his boss were not asked to participate.
There are professionals in every field, and they should be involved when discussing specific issues. Thus, Ilyausizov's role cannot be underestimated. They made a big mistake by not consulting with him.
Analyst Andrei Chebotaryov says that the new initiative of Greens is a result of political technologists' work. He, however, notes that ecology politicization rather differs from the real work on environmental protection.
If Ruhaniyat party really wants to deal with environment problems and not just appropriate the popular brand, then of course they should have involved representatives of all environmental organizations.
Rouhaniyat sees its electorate as women, youth and repatriates who, accordingly to activists, are closer to the nature. With these arguments, Green Party plans to become the second popular after ruling Nur Otan in the coming parliamentary elections.
These were all the latest updates from Kazakhstan. Thank you for being with us and goodbye.